or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Are you interested in a challenging and exciting career? One where you can be part of solving complex challenges across industries and geographies? Bloomberg's ever-expanding technology, data, news, and media services foster innovation, empower clients, and offer nearly limitless opportunities for career growth. Visit Bloomberg.com/careers today to view our current job opportunities. Bloomberg LP is an equal opportunity employer. The address once again is Bloomberg.com/careers.
Imagine being fired because of who you love. Imagine being denied medical treatment because of who you marry. Imagine being evicted because of who you are. Millions of Americans don't have to imagine this. They have to live it. Because in 31 states, it's legal to discriminate against LGBT people. Get the facts at beyondido.org. Brought to you by the Gill Foundation and the Ad Council.
Economics.
Are we still ultra-accommodative?
Get your cook on with Asda. With Butcher Selection quarter-pounder beef burgers, get a 4-pack for just £2.28. And salmon fillets, get a 2-pack for only £2.97. So dinner's always a winner. At Asda, we're committed to low prices every day on the quality products you need. Asda. Selected stores online, subject to availability.
We're all having to get used to the new normal. And at Birkbeck University, we're experts at being adaptable. As London's evening university, we've been flexing around the lives of busy commuters for nearly 200 years. And you can find everything you need to secure your place for autumn online. From expert advice to virtual tours, a live chat with our students and course applications. Make the new normal, studying for the career that you really want. Search Birkbeck, and it's new problem solved.
While most of us are looking out for each other at this time, sadly, fraudsters are trying to take advantage of the situation. Here's Chris Ainsley from Santander with advice for keeping your money safe.
Phishing emails are designed to trick you into giving away personal details. Messages might be about travel refunds, delivery tracking, or supermarket vouchers. Remember, never click on links or attachments in emails received out of the blue.
For more advice on keeping your money safe, visit santander.co.uk.
This is an important message from the government. For now, we must all still stay at home. It can be hard, but it's making a difference. So please keep going for the ones you love. Keep going for every key worker on the front line as they keep going for us. Keep going because together we will beat the virus. To all of you making sacrifices every day, thank you. Stay home, protect the NHS, save lives.
Helen is dreaming of fighting a flock of 40-foot flamingos. But in reality, she's helping fight COVID-19 in her sleep. Like thousands of others, she's joined the Dream Team. By using the Dream Lab app, they're helping scientists speed up the search for potential treatments.
I'll fight you.
Keep fighting, Helen. Search Vodafone Dream Lab and join the Dream Team tonight.
Dreamlab app is owned by Vodafone Foundation, an independent charity. Registration number 1089625. Full terms at vodafone.co.uk/dreamlab.
Sports and festivals on hold. Weddings and christenings on hold. Marathons on hold. But not everything is on hold.
My name's Lynn and I have terminal cancer. I don't know how many weeks I have left.
In this time of national emergency, Marie Curie nurses and hospices are needed more than ever. We can only care for dying people like Lynn if you donate. Visit mariecurie.org.uk to donate to our emergency appeal.
Stay on top of everything happening in the pro wrestling universe with the Body Slamming podcasts on TuneIn. For passionate recaps of the most recent SmackDown to a pro wrestler's perspective on life and culture at large, search sports and scroll down to the world of wrestling to listen.
In case you didn't know, TuneIn lets you listen to the same radio stations you pick up on your home or car radio, except you can hear them from anywhere. If you want to find a station from somewhere else in the world, navigate to the By Location section under Browse. Keep exploring with TuneIn.
Get your MLB fix with these great podcasts on TuneIn. Fill your seventh inning stretch with the Ringer MLB Show.
I just can't get over it. It's like, oh, well, Jeter Downs didn't realize he was a top. Like, my dad is drinking the Kool-Aid on this. He's like, of course. Mookie was going to leave. I'm like, what do you mean? You don't know that.
Slide into second with the Starting Nine podcast.
Nolan Arenado slides right into the top spot for a favorite baseball player. Active in the league right now. It is a pleasure to be sitting next to you, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is we've been waiting a long time for this. We actually, in terms of like active
round the bases with the Statcast podcast.
Ways of going about it. I picked third, so in some ways it made it easier for me. Mike, just to go over the first couple of picks. Mike took Barry Bonds, who I think was kind of the obvious guy to take number one. Not only
catch these and more MLB podcasts right here on TuneIn.
24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, the Bloomberg Business app, and on Quick Take by Bloomberg. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
From Bloomberg World Headquarters, I'm Charlie Pellet. We're looking at a mixed day here with the Dow now lower by 30 points. S&P holding on to a gain of 1 point. NASDAQ is up 96 for NASDAQ. That is a gain of just about 1.1%. Stocks are pushing higher right now. We've got the 10-year. The yield there, 0.72%. It is down 20.37. Gold down 1.2%, $16.84 the ounce. West Texas Intermediate crude oil lower now by 5.9%. WTI trading at $23.09 a barrel. Lots of earnings coming up after the closing bell. Last night, by the way, we did hear from the Walt Disney Company. Shares up by 0.2%. General Motors rallying 4.1% after earnings this morning. After the bell today, Fox, Peloton, and Lyft. Recapping, equities little changed. S&P up 2. I'm Charlie Pellet. That is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
Thanks so much, Charlie Pellet. From New York, this is Balance of Power on Bloomberg Radio. Small businesses have been the focus of policymakers from the beginning of this economic crisis. They are where the jobs are created or lost, and they lead the way when it comes to creation of new companies. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce has just completed a poll of small businesses on how they're coping with this crisis. And we welcome now the Chamber's Executive Vice President. He is Neil Bradley. Neil, always good to have you on. There's so much that came out in this poll that I'd love to go over, but what was the number one thing that struck you?
Well, that the carnage on Main Street is real, but that small businesses, being the entrepreneurs that they are quickly figuring out ways to adapt and try to survive until we get to a reopening. So it's bad news, but it's impressive to see the innovative spirit of these small businesses.
Well, you can see some of the innovation. For example, looking at it here, about 20% of small businesses have switched at least some of their employees to teleworking, and also they are applying for the PPP, those payroll protection plan loans from the government.
Yeah, two things that stood out. The 20% teleworking that you mentioned, and by the way, that was in the last 2 weeks. 20% in the last 2 weeks had moved to teleworking. Another 17% had moved retail operations online in the last 2 weeks. A month ago, that was only 10%. So they're quickly finding ways to get back to delivering products to consumers. And of course, they need financial assistance in the meantime. Hence, both the applications for PPP loans and other working capital loans. Roughly 1 in 5 small businesses have applied or are in the process of applying for a working capital loan.
At the same time, there's a fair amount of temporary closures and even the prospect of something more long-term.
That's right. So in the past 2 weeks, 29% of small businesses reported that they had temporarily shut down. That's on top of the 24% that had told us that a month ago. And a fair number, approximately 1 in 5, say that they can only survive less than 2 months under the current conditions. So, if things don't change soon, we run risk of permanent closures for a lot of these small businesses.
I mean, it really is a yin and a yang, optimism at the same time, real concern. On the optimistic front, investment struck me. That there are so many small businesses who say they plan to increase investment.
More plan to increase investment than decrease investment. Now, there's a big portion in the middle who say they're currently uncertain, and that came at the expense of folks who had previously told us that they had planned to make investments. So the plan to make investments has dropped over the course of the year, and I think if we can restore some certainty, we're going to get back to pretty strong levels of investment. The same is true in employment, by the way, too. 79% say they are likely to bring all of their staff back as conditions return to more normal.
Yeah, the question is, when is that going to happen? I'm not sure.
They told us that too, by the way.